together to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Salter. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They'll run play action. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. The Mountaineers offense has its first opportunity of the day. Handoff from the gun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Mountaineers want to crank the tempo. Guys, let's take a big view here on West Virginia. Breaking into the top 15, just one step closer to the college football playoff. We've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
Sweet cut there. Let's take a second here and think about West Virginia. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll keep it himself. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll pull it on the read. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Salter. Setting up the screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
That's caught. It's Miller. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Miller. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all... matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
So difficult, because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, They had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
He'll do it himself. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. To the air, it's Salter. Oh, they're after him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that field goal is going to tie us up here in the first quarter. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Texas A&M. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The Mountaineers are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
It's caught downfield. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
West Virginia.
Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's White. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Now on 3rd down for this offense. He's looking downfield to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Fox. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Salter. They go to the wide receiver screen. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the ground with the back. He has the first and still on his feet. Breaks into the open. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Makes the catch. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking to throw it, Salter. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. And the Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And the offense is coming back onto the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, West Virginia. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. To the air. It's Salter. Pressure coming. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Off play action. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down coming, in the Morgantown faithful making it tough on this big play. They get to him as he throws. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Buffaloes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grabbed over the middle, it's White. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Jukes his way for more. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Mountaineers want to move quickly. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Returner goes out of bounds.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Scanning the field, it's Salter. Moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
The give to the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Looking to throw, it's Salter. Gets it out fast. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
By the receiver. He's brought down.
And the Buffaloes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll try the run. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
A first down run in the red zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
Slams it ahead. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Number 19 with the catch in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 6 over Texas A&M. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's White. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Mountaineers in the hurry-up. They'll run it from the gun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Here comes the hurry up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Gallagher. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Salter. Gonna take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He'll do it himself. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And the Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Barnes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, as a receiver, you know that ball's going to be coming in hot, right? QB throwing you a receiver screen, he's got to get it to you quickly. You just got to do a better job looking it in.
Snagged in the middle, it's Barnes. Put it right on him, sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Wants to throw it. Working that wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
Unloads it left. He's got it. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Mountaineers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will... drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's dragged down at the 12, chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Salter. The sure hands, it's Gibson. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Timeout, Colorado.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Now adjusting. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's take the old country roads on our way back to Mountaineer Field.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Coming out with it, it's Hamilton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Makes guys miss. That's what he does as he's out to the 20. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A little screen to the running back. Turning it on! Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Off-play action on first down. Sends it downfield. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To throw, it's Salter. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of the... And it's just part of the game.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Rides the back on the option to give. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They'll run the screen. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down. The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. fields the punt, wants to make a play. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets away from one, finds some space. Nice job to get down there and avoid the hit with the slide.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets up.
There he goes. Sweet spin. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
And the Buffaloes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Makes the grab. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of points.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking to get it in. Give him 6. Touchdown, Buffs! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. It's 24-13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Georgia. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going deep. Brings it in down the left side. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Oh, better look out! They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run.
Oh, he's got some space. The tag! Touchdown, Mountaineers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
To go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just a field goal. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Pulls it in. It's Gibson. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Back to throw, it's Salter. Under fire. Finds his man, it's Miller. Slips a tackle and he's got room. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Catch in the middle, it's Barnes. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Hand off from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys, and they're 4-1. They got the job done.
And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away.
Punt formation to kick it away.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll go to the ground, finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Power football with the run. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Gibson. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch. And you meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
The play-action fake. He fires one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
First down for the offense.
The Buffaloes are flying down the field. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. He'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit. Breaks into the open. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
Looking to throw, it's Salter. Caught behind the line, it's Welch. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I tell you what, really good job by the defense, having vision on the quarterback. And as soon as he threw that football, man, they broke on the football right away, didn't waste time, and got the running back on the ground for no gain.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Here's a heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
The Mountaineers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch at the 45. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
We'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job on the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese is closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
Grab behind the line. It's Welch. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. 3rd down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Fights off a defender. And he fought for everything he could. Probably lucky it wasn't worse with all of the company he had in the backfield. The Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 3rd down coming up after that completion. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Gives it on the option. Picks up the 1st down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game.
Turning it on! Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Buffaloes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. On the run, it's Welch. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Grabbed in the middle, it's Barnes.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Line getting set on second down. Finds the tight end.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deep as the deepest, wide as the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take...
Going over the top. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
First down, West Virginia.
Gives it on the option. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they add 6 more to the board for that trip to the house.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
He'll set up to throw. Got his man. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. The Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Buffaloes will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it downfield. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Gallagher. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Vaughn. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Clock stops as we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got him downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia.
And listen, still a ways to go. A great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Missouri is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 28 over Texas A&M. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Gibson. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break up the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Colorado.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Buffaloes will call on their punt team. And the ball comes to rest right there.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Catch in the middle, it's Barnes. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pocket breaking down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Not the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in a game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.